Hello, Aquarius on YouTube. I am going to be doing a February 2023 Heidi's Horoscopes for the General Collective of Aquarius. I'm using my Light Years Tarot today by Chris Ann because I love these cards. And I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the deck. This is for you. If you have Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising heavily in your chart, you identify with the sign of Aquarius, then this is your reading. Please take it as it resonates. Let it land wherever it lands in your life, and always use your own free will and good judgment to make decisions based on what you hear in this reading or any reading. All right, so I am going to go ahead and deal your cards here. Now, while I was sitting in your energy, Aquarius, I was receiving the message from Spirit that forward moving motion is progress. And that is definitely indicated at this time, although you may feel like some of your progress has been halted. As long as you're moving forward, you're not moving backwards. Okay. So don't negate your own progress. You have gotten to where you're at for a reason. All of your hard work and diligence has gotten you thus far, and nothing is lost and nothing is wasted. Every experience that you have carries enormous value. And on some level, on your subconscious level, your soul wanted to experience the different things that you've been through, even if on the conscious level you didn't want to, right? We can always attach negative connotations to our experiences, but that's how we learn and grow and change, is through learning from our mistakes, picking up new tools through the experiences that we have been through. And I feel like that's where you're at right now, Aquarius. So don't give up. Forward movement is progress in the right direction. You're not moving backwards. You want to maintain your flow. Now, I'm also getting the message from your spirit team that swimming upstream is not an option. Okay. Don't fight the current. Don't fight the current of your life, Aquarius, is what your spirit team is saying. So let's go ahead and dive in. If you don't know me, my name is Heidi Corona. If you're not subscribed to my channel, feel free to click that notification bell so you never miss anything from me. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. My links are in your description box. February 2023 overall theme for Aquarius, Eight of Wands. Okay. Eight of Wands can be arrows of love. It definitely can symbolize that. So maybe you've got some things that you're newly becoming passionate about, and that could kind of tinge your month with, in all areas of your life, to be honest. Things that you're just finding out about yourself, what creative avenues and outlets that you have available to you, trying on new things and deciding if it's going to work for you in the long run or if it's not going to work for you in the long run. I also see with the Eight of Wands here that eight is a lot of different things going on. You might be really busy. You might have a lot of different people in your life who want to say something about this or that. The eight different wands can be actions, motives, or opinions of other people, and they can come together collectively to create something very beautiful, or they can come together and clash. So Spirit is reminding you to listen to your inner knowing and what is right for you, because you can't maintain inauthentic for too long, Aquarius. It must be what is in your own will and in your own heart for it to be sustainable in the long term, okay? For it to be beneficial for your path. Other people don't know your path. Other people don't know your heart, your soul. They aren't connected to your life path like you are. Although you may not feel extremely connected, you are, and you know what's right for you. You know what you can juggle. You know what you can handle and deal with. So Spirit is advising you to listen to your own inner knowing before you listen to the advice or opinions of anyone else in your life, okay? Now, starting off the month, let's talk about this. You've got two cards. These are very different energies, okay? You've got the King of Pentacles here. Now, this is feeling at peace, feeling at home, feeling content with money in the beginning of February. Now, we're already on the 9th of February, okay? So let's just you should know what area of your life you feel smooth and relaxed and confident in, okay? You can see this individual just relaxing in their own space, allowing themselves to spend time with pets, knowing that they don't have a whole lot of cares and concerns in the tangible, physical, financial realm. However, Five of Pentacles appeared with this. This is also feeling on the outside of the door, like your needs are not met, like you're feeling a bit unsupported. These cards almost like look like an oxymoron to me. Like, I'm okay okay, but I'm not okay. And you might have feelings like this in your life in some area, like I'm taken care of and supported, but I'm not seen for the needs that I have. I'm not being nurtured. I might need help, but no one is there to assist me. Okay. But from the outside looking in, it appears like you don't need help. It appears like you don't need that assistance. And on the inside, I really feel like this is inner feelings versus your outer persona. I'm okay, but inside you're not okay. So spirit says, be honest about the way that you feel, Aquarius. Be honest about what's really going on with you, because people cannot connect with you and get to know you and help you get to the next level if that's what you have in your environment. People cannot support you in the long-term vision of your life if they don't know what it is. If you're not speaking up when you're wounded, when you're hurting, when you're feeling unheard, unseen, that's the point when you got to say, hey, I really need something here. I need to be heard. I need to be seen. I've got some stuff going on, and maybe you can help me out, because I feel like help is available there to you. But as long as you pretend like everything's okay, then no one's going to reach that hand out to support you in the ways that you might really, really need it. Okay. Now, what are you manifesting at this time? Eight of Cups here. What you are manifesting is walking away from things that don't serve you any longer. Okay. I feel like you're sitting in really good energy. I feel like some of this could be self-sabotage. Okay, I'll just say this right now. Others walking away from you, or vice versa. You actually deciding, you know what, this is too much for me. In tarot, the cup can be emotions. Okay, and this person here has set that cup on fire. Like, I'm done with this for good. I'm walking the other way. I'm not looking over my shoulder to see how it's going to turn out. I'm not. I'm focused on my path. You see this? She's focused on her path, Aquarius. And that's what you're manifesting at this time, although you might not quite be there, but you are attempting to close those doors on the past. And that is a fantastic thing, because this is your past. Oh man, Major Arcana card number 15, the Devil. This is about manipulation, head games, drug addictions, other addictions, control issues, coping mechanisms that are unhealthy. This is in the past for you now. You've decided that you see this for what it is, and you're manifesting a full walking away from all of this kind of energy, which is fantastic, because your future will only be as bright as you allow it to be, as you believe it can be. And as long as you continue to entertain this kind of energy, you're keeping it alive in your auric field. Therefore, it can present itself again in your tomorrow or in your next week or next month. So I see that you're getting really honest about this kind of energy in your life, and you're really closing the door on allowing it to be active, allowing it to control you or others, allowing yourself to entertain the thought of things that you know are not good for the healthiest outcome of you and of your life. Beautiful energy there. Now, in the love area, in the area of love, you have Major Arcana card number 18, the Moon. Okay. So the Moon is about looking at the past with a fine-tuned microscope, and illuminating things that maybe are rehashed, things that it still tug at your heartstrings. You're beginning to see things that maybe you didn't see the first time around. You're looking more objectively. You see the black and the white. But I want to say this to you, in the area of love, I feel like you or your partner, or people that you love, it doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic partnership, but people that you care about might be throwing some of this past stuff in your face, or you might be romancing this and trying to bring it back into your life in some way. Do you see how she's drowning? Like I said, in tarot, the cups and the water can be emotions, and this person is drowning in the emotions that are illuminated by the past experience. Okay, so let's be mindful of this. No one has any right to throw anything in your face if you're being the best version of you that you can be today, and vice versa, Aquarius. This is not ammunition to get your needs met by bringing things up in this way to control or manipulate a situation. That is reactivating this past energy that you're trying to let go of. In the money area, you've got the Seven of Cups here, okay? So this is about having different choices, different options. How do I make my money? Which job do I go for? Maybe you have a couple different jobs, but this is really tuning into your emotions of things. This is about different options available to you. Although, do you see, he's trying to make a logical decision, and all of the cups, the contents of the cups are hidden from him. But once he chooses, he's kind of stuck with the end result, and he's not sure where exactly that's going to take him. Now, just like I said already, trying on those jackets, right? trying on those jackets and deciding, is this going to work for me or is it not? Does this feel like that same old icky energy, or is it something new, something different? Exploring all of these options, deciding not logically what should be the best thing or should be the right thing, but what feels right to me. What feels right to me, what feels sustainable to me, because you can't uphold inauthentic for so long. You cannot choose based on what other people, your best friend, your mom, your church pastor, you can't choose based on what they say you should do, because you're only going to do that as long as until your emotional momentum there fizzles out. Okay. And you'll be like, damn it, why did I even do this? Because so and so said I should. Well, what do they know? They're stupid. So choosing by your own inner knowing is what is definitely indicated here for you, Aquarius. All right. That will get you to bigger places on the financial forefront. Now, as far as your home life here, you have the Ace of Cups showing up for you. Now, this is about your heart center, like really getting back to the core of what lights you up, what makes you happy, tending to your heart, um, bringing some of that youthfulness back to you, doing things that bring you joy. I feel like leaving this in the past position and manifesting even further cuts, distancing yourself from old negative toxic energies, things that bring you down. You've got to replace that with something. You know what I mean? That stuff took up time, energy, emotion, effort. And now that you're closing that chapter, you've got to start something new to fill your own cup. And you've got to decide what it is. What makes you feel good when you get stuff done? So make a list of all the things you need to get done and tackle it one thing at a time. Cross them off the list. Pat yourself on the back for making progress. Just like I said, forward momentum, progress is huge for you at this time, but you have to do it in the name of what you want to do for you. I'm getting a message from your spirit team now, Aquarius, that if you're not doing things because it's what you truly want to do, it's what other people think you should do, then you're going to be doing those things begrudgingly. Okay. And this is regarding your home life, but I'm also talking about work. I'm talking about every area of your life. Let it land where it lands. You know who has an opinion and who says this or that. So taking notice of, if I align with that opinion and I agree with that opinion and that is what I want to do, then hell yeah, run full force in that direction. But if you're doing something knowing I don't really want to do this, but everyone else thinks that I should, then you're going to have a little bit of a grudge there and a resentment building against this act that you are taking part in, okay, or this path that you're deciding to follow because everyone says you should, and it's going to fizzle out. Like I said, your efforts will not be sustainable if you're not doing them with your own heart, if you're not doing them of your own volition, okay? So I know that you're not someone who really wants to be bossed around, but I feel like you're someone who truly wants to be accepted, and the way towards acceptance is being your authentic self. They will take you or they'll leave you. It is not pretending to be whatever they want you to be, because that's not sustainable. It is not sustainable in the long run, and you're actually dimming your own soul light by not allowing yourself to shine authentically in those ways, okay, Aquarius? So be mindful of how amazing you are. Be mindful of all of the wonderful qualities that you have, and invite other people in your home, at your home life, your loved ones, your friends, your family. Invite them in to this new tender part of you, this new excitement that you have brewing. Bring people on board so you can experience it together and they can get to know the new you that you are becoming with all of this left in the past. Okay. Beautiful. Only healthy connections, though, Aquarius. Do not invite in those old connections associated with this kind of stuff into your now moment when you're trying to change. I see this here. Be mindful. Self-care needs. Major Arcana card number 4, the Emperor. Okay, so the Emperor is somewhat of a solitary card. This is, what do you need? Don't ask somebody else what you need. What do you need? You have to determine what fills your cup. You have to determine what lights you up, what raises your vibe, what makes you happy. And I'll show you this. The Emperor is kind of a solitary card, but he's a leader. He is good and diligent and dutiful and honest and trustworthy, and he leads by example. He does not step on other people to get where he wants to be. He shows them that through hard work and dedication and his own integrity, that is how he has risen in the ranks, and he wants others to succeed as well. Follow me, I'll show you. Follow me, I'll teach you. This is what I see here in this card. And as far as self-care, you need that. You need to be respected. You need to be seen for the value that you contribute to people. But I also have a bit of a superior attitude to this card. I feel like you're slightly, I want you to know you're not better than or worse than or less than anybody. Okay. You are you as you are, and other people see you. and they will either resonate with your path, with your vision, and they will follow in your footsteps or accompany you on the journey, or they won't, Aquarius. They can take you or leave you, just like I say, but you have to be you and know that although you may feel somewhat superior or the leader or the supervisor or whatever this could be, um, you don't achieve that, attain that, or sustain that by belittling other people, by putting down those other people who look up to you. You are a healthy role model. You set a good example, and that makes you feel good. Okay. That really helps to replenish your ego, your confidence, your self esteem, because you want people to see you for the goodness that you provide everyone around you. But it starts with really taking care of yourself first. Spirit is wanting me to say this, that if you want to be seen for the goodness that you exude, but you're grouchy inside because you're doing things that you don't want to do, then that goodness is not coming through. It's not shining to others in the way that you wish that it would. It's false. It's a mask. It's a facade. And that is not something that you can share openly with people, because they won't receive it, the authenticity of it, if it's not real. Now, what are some unforeseen circumstances? You have the Queen of Swords here. The Queen of Swords. Now, I really feel like the Queen of Swords is a quick, fast happening. She's clever. She's patient. She's watching the future and waiting for the right moment to make a move. Okay. She doesn't have her this, like I said, cups and tarots emotions. These emotions, she's got them tucked in. They're behind bars. She's sitting on them. She's not concerned about it. She's not wearing her heart on her sleeve. This is strictly a mental game. This a mental, yes, a mental game. She could be in watching her future and all of a sudden get a new opportunity presented in front of her. She's not afraid to act. So as far as unforeseen circumstances, I feel like something is coming in towards you, Aquarius, that you might not realize is even on its way to you, a blessing, an offer, a quick solution to a problem that you've been working on. And it's going to come in, but don't hesitate. Okay. When that solution comes to you, jump on it. The time to move is when it arrives. Okay, so make certain that you are on your toes, that you're patiently waiting for the right moment, and when it's presented to you, you don't hesitate. You grab that with both hands and run with it, because that is spirit attempting to guide you to the next level of your life. Now, what can bring you down in the month of February, Aquarius? Seven of Swords, sneakiness, manipulation, gossiping, not having all the answers, not knowing all the facts, feeling like you can't quite trust people that are around you, or feeling like there's daggers being thrown with their words. People are naysaying, whatever this is. Sometimes when people see you shining, they want to talk shit just to knock you down a peg, because they're like, who do you think you are, Aquarius, doing better and everything else? Well, this can really bring you down when that comes out of the woodwork. People you thought should be supportive, people you thought were honest with you, and all of a sudden they're not. This could also be your own suspicions, man. Your suspicions of things going on that you wouldn't agree with going on. But until you have factual, evidential proof, don't let this take up any of your headspace, your emotional energies. You have bigger things to focus on than to entertain this quality of thoughts. This could be a niggling of just protection, man, self-protection, because you've seen the darkness. You're trying to let it go, and now you're afraid you're going to see it again. Okay, so making sure that you are staying completely in the light, positive mindset. Don't entertain thoughts that have no foundational quality. Okay, especially in that skepticism realm, distrustful. That's what I'm feeling for you, Aquarius. Don't entertain that stuff. That can be your own ego trying to protect yourself from some of the pitfalls that you've experienced in the past. But you're on a path of up leveling. Okay, your consciousness is raising, and sometimes that's a little bit uncomfortable, and you can be afraid, like, oh great, when are things going to go sour? When are things going to go wrong? What's going to happen next? Right? Don't fret, don't fear. As long as you entertain those worries, it leaves the opening for it to actually become a reality in your experience. Now, what can lift you up in the month of February? Four of Pentacles. Okay, this can be moving. You may be moving somewhere. You may be deciding. This is really about your physical reality, taking an inventory of your home life, your agenda, your schedule, your person. What is most important to you here? Clutching that to your chest, like, you know what? This is what's important to me. I'm not letting go of it no matter what, and I'm going to move in a forward motion direction, just like Spirit was saying earlier. Forward momentum, forward progress. That is what this is. And it's lifting you up because I'm not quite satisfied with the here and now. I want to make sure that I'm on the upswing. So I'm taking stock of what's really important to me in my life, priorities to my heart. I'm closing my eyes from the outside world. I'm turning my face away from anything that doesn't serve me. And I am moving on in a direction of my choosing. Your choice. Okay. And maybe it's because you have some energies like this haunting you in your environment now. And you're deciding, oh man, you know what? No more of that crap. I'm going my own way and I'm doing things my way because I'm in alignment with my path. Listen to your heart, Aquarius. It's not going to lead you wrong. Now, the energies towards the end of February, way better. I'll just say this right now, way better. Let's talk about the beginning of February. You should know King of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, that facade of I'm okay, or I have some things that I need, but no one is supporting me. I'm kind of doing this on my own. People don't see my struggle or my suffering. That was the beginning of February. Now let's talk about the end of February. You have the King of Cups here. Whew, I got chills on this right now. King of Cups and Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so the King of Cups is the master of his emotions. He doesn't have to get crazy or emotionally involved. He doesn't wear his heart on his sleeve like the Queen of Cups can be really emotional or whatever this is. The King is like, look, I've been there. I've done that. No drama for me. No nonsense for me. I know how to handle my shit. I don't have to drown in these emotions any longer. My eyes are closed. I'm patient. I'm unfazed. I'm unruffled. Okay. Beautiful energy to have here with the King of Cups, because you can be experienced and wise and not be jaded. Okay. That is what I see with this card, is that you've not lost your wisdom. You've gained a mastery of your emotions, and you're now deciding what to do as far as you're deciding how to act instead of react. Okay. Towards the end of February. A lot of this might have to do, this happiness that you have here, this emotional contentment that you have here, might have to do with a new job venture. Nine of Pentacles is about one person who is working, making money, and they're enjoying doing it. Okay, so Nine of Pentacles, it's not a bad thing. Your heart is going to lead you in the right direction. I'm telling you, your emotions are level. You're making money. You're onto some kind of money venture, whether you have a job or you're looking for one. Remember, on the job front, I said, go with what feels right for you. Make sure you're not going against your inner knowing. If all the coworkers at work are putting in on a potluck and you don't want to, it's okay to say no. Okay. If everybody's gossiping about one another and you want to abstain from that, that is beautiful. I feel like you don't want any more drama. You don't want any more nonsense. You're okay doing your own thing and thriving in that way because you can. You are charming, you are charismatic, and you can make it on your own or with the people that you choose to be in support of you. Now, what is your final guidance from your spirit team, Aquarius, for February? Four of Swords. You have got to tend to your own emotional needs. You've got to tend to your own heartstrings, lest somebody else pluck them and set you off. Okay. So, holding up a little bit in your home or in your space, taking time to rest and recuperate, sleeping when you need to sleep, eating whatever is healthy for you, eating when you need to, staying hydrated, really getting back to the basics of showering, handling my business. What do I need to be the best version of myself? Taking care of you, because you're the person to do that. Nobody else is going to take care of you unless you take care of yourself first. You know your needs better than anyone else. And those old heart wounds, I've got to say it, I see those strings wrapped all around. Really taking a look at what is important to you. What is important to your emotional well-being? You know what that felt like. You know what the manipulation, the control, the coping mechanisms, the addictions, you know what all that felt like in the past. So now you have to learn what this new version of yourself feels like now. And what do you need to get by? What do you enjoy? What do you dislike? Stay away from that, right? To really care for yourself. And I'm telling you, this nest here, this wall is a wall between you and what other people think. A wall between you and other people's opinions, a wall between you and other people's emotional outbursts or drama. Some people are addicted to chaos, addicted to drama. They just can't settle themselves unless something's going on and someone is to blame. So making sure that you abstain from any of those kinds of games is super indicated here, because what you're doing now is an inside job. You are really transforming yourself from the inside out, as opposed to from the outside trying to bring that in, okay? From the inside out. That is the sustainable self-transformation, and that is the journey that you're on in February. So make sure that you are taking care of you in the here and now, no longer rehashing that past. If the past is so painful, walking away from that, because that is what you're manifesting at this time, is walking away from things that don't serve you. And you know exactly what those things are. You feel it inside. They rub you the wrong way. So make sure that you are taking care of you so that you can be that best version of yourself, to show up for your life and rise to the occasion, because Spirit really wants to take you to the next level, with or without other people that may or may not support you. You know who these people are, and some of them are going to be left to the wayside as you're walking away. This is some of you, Aquarius, walking away from people who maybe you thought were always going to be a part of your life, walking away from what they think of you, their opinions of you, okay? Maybe some of these individuals will come along with you, but that's your choice ultimately. Ultimately, it is your choice, Aquarius, and you have to do what's best for you, what's right for you, so that you may thrive and succeed. That is what I have for you for February. I thank you so much for tuning in with me. Spirit Speaks Psychic Medium Heidi. That is me, the one and only. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and right here on YouTube. If you're not subscribed to my channel, feel free to click that notification bell so you never miss anything from me. And give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Drop a comment to let me know how this resonates with you. And until the next one, I send you guys so much love and so much blessings. Bye, Aquarius.